And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
2nd and 2. Here's Lance to throw it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 38-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and long.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did more than that indeed. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On play action, Lance.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
On 1st down, Lance.
This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now we just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
To throw, it's Lance.
Rolling to his right. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he spins through, and he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that, because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Mahomes going to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And
he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Lance now to throw.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least.
Touchdown 49ers! Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a toss left side for Edwards. He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And on 4th down, on as the punt team set. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Here's Lance.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Now here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
He'll buy some time right, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Second down and goal. Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. up at halftime. I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, 78 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Whipped the ball in, turned on the Jets, and took it all the way.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Lance looking to throw it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now he'll escape to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.